Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Rhalga's Reach.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Well, well. Stand aside, Pylus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy! Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty. physical barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
Yashala!
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
the flames!
What took you so long? Alphino, I need your help! My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not? Give me something to remember. Don't stop now! Pathetic.
Seven hells. Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
All right, lad. Aye, I do not doubt it.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
already cold when I got to it. There was none I could do. Charm must have been important. Best taken the combat. Should work pretty well. I can't see it. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total a humiliation. We're powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we can afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it was those who survived whom we must think of now. Gralgar's reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castor Morans will need to take me in my chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee the preparations for carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during our journey. There's something I would ask of you, lad. I joined the resistance against my mother's wishes. Your waits me back in my hometown. I'm lucky to still be here after the last battle. I don't want to take her love for granted anymore. Please deliver this bandana to my Alagana on my behalf. Tell her that I said thank you. I want her to know. I understand why she objected to me joining the fight against the Empire. Forgive me, but it's imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Sir Marshal Terrapin said you might have something for me. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's heart at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Stola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by your side the entire time. Thank you, Krill. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Let us forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castor Moorings. Many of my men. I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains our forces were decimated in this state. In this state, we will not be mounting an assault on Castellium Valentina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first we need to put affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castor Moorings. Understood. We will go and seek with General Aldi. Piven has already departed the wounded, but has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men turned straightways to Specula. Parados has been quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which would bring us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, or why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill them or capture them. You don't leave them to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think about. I will leave Token Force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castro Marines. We can discuss our path forward. Could you lend me a hand? I rushed here after hearing Rhalgar's Reach had been attacked by the Empire. Bring all the goods I could carry with me. One of the weapons I brought has a blowgun. I think it a fairly useful tool, but none of the resistance fire seems too great. Could you help me show them all how handy it can be? I know it will serve them well in the fight. They simply do not realize it yet. Please meet me by the targets I set. Huh, guess I'm getting a blowgun. I've prepared 4 targets for you. Hit them all to show how splendid a weapon the blowgun is. Make sure to first choose the target before blowing with all your might. Oh, this is fun. Absolute perfection. The resistance fighters were transfixed by your display. If one is able to get close enough to an enemy, they can use the blowgun to shoot a poison dart right into their neck, and it really can be quite handy in the right situation. I got the idea from the Almegan I met in the Black Shroud. He said he'd seen some locals hunting with it and wondered if the resistance could find use for it. It just goes to show you don't need to pick up a sword to fight against the Empire. We all have our own parts to play. Krill is with Y'shtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Krill says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skull's commander cut down Ifrit, a single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. Do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't Garlean who did it. It was Ala Mhigan. Gods help us. If I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. Oh, these...
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Ala Mhigan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gyr Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for? Nargo? What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varys' heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe? Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild. And when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Al Amigo has suffered enough.
Goes without saying, the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government here, or anywhere else. And I'm quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can go assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save the Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression and will free. Where men go as one, there is life. Where there is life, there is cause for hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Lothar is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I'm one step ahead of you, my dear sister. Or rather, Totaro is. But before we discuss it, there's another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like, if we could all make this journey, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance with Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well, as you addressed. You know, Alpha, it would have been quicker just to ask, but markedly less patronizing. But yes, I suppose, would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Arnvold? Yes, Alpha, I would. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. Oh, I would not dream of it. Right then, Sister Catastrophe, please, gather your things. Here for Limto Lamento. Oh, you're the adventurer from before. Have you come for more work? Because I could certainly do with an extra hand or two. My analysis of samples you brought me is coming along quite nicely, but there is one more area I would have to investigate. There's a cavern southeast of here, the Comet's Tail, so named for the glowing ore covering its walls and ceiling, as if the gods themselves captured starlight and placed it there. Despite its supposed beauty, however, I've heard reports that there has been adversely affected by pollution. As before, I need you to procure 3 samples of soil and 1 of water, so I can ascertain the truth of what has happened there. Sorry. Check. Tataru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Merylwyn lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right, in as much as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present your Captain Carvalian of the Kraken's Arms. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with the pirates. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister for her outburst. She has never been one to speak her mind. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. But where was I? Oh yes, Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you're aware of certain extenuating circumstances. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from gods-fearing merchants out on the high sea. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I, for one, think the captain has a good point. 5 seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor, unfortunate soul has come to grief out there of the waves. Why, when we were at Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to the House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor Count remains convinced that his son still lives, and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Truly a tragedy of ages, a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige this once. That said, in light of certain rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugain, in Higashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed converting into peering the forgotten night seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more coolly, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasures Tataru took in making Captain Carvalhoon squirm. I say, should you heed the captain's advice and attend to your own preparations while they ready a vessel for departure, Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Elise, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Urianger on recent development. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well. I shall go and speak with him. What of you, Catastrophe and Elise? I would like the two of you to return to Remnant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know little of their homeland, and any information they could provide us would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Catastrophe. Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around at House Splendors. You take Rising Stone. You'll meet here after. Got it? You truly planning to travel to Doma? I don't know what to say. Forgive me, I shall aid you the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern coast of Othard.
Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived proud and free until the Garleans came 25 years ago today. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. Greetings, Catastrophe. What brings you to the toll this day? What? What are you you are for Doma? Heavens. You scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under the tyranny, and we spied an opportunity the Emperor. Dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was right. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation, but when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. That you go to join Yugiri Gosetsu, and the fight fills me with joy. Forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Nage clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men in Magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of heritage and the seat of the dear Lord Kyne has become a den for Garlean dogs. There you are. Learn anything interesting? Older Doman I spoke with tried to teach me all about the Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Ishgarians, but anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard, actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding the wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Wow, what you learned sounds a lot more useful unless someone invites us to dinner, of course. I hope they do. Right, no point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa. Alphino said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. Our return, Catastrophe. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. I'm eager to hear all. Though that can wait until we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on our journey to Kugain. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations, assuming you have completed yours. You may inform the deckhand that you are ready to depart. All set, lad. I'll see you to the ship if so. Board the Misery. Okay.
Twelve be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Hey, Rachel. Yep. I'm just now on my way to Doma.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You needed on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No, as the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the Cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion, based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them. Things the lad saw. Things. I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive than an adjective, for example. Sea wolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he is reticent to name are the souls of deceased women, said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous. Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have to be one course, to let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find. What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I'm beginning to like you, girl. I assure you, the feeling is not mutual. Once we arrive at our destination, be it a vessel or an island or something else, Lise and I will remain with the ship to defend it in case of attack. Catastrophe. I believe you would be ideal choice to venture forth and find our troubles. Then it's settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. Ooh, first dungeon. Alright. 30-minute wait time. Joy. I'm gonna come join this guy. Well, I'll be back once this quest starts. See you guys then.